Okay, so what's the largest growing sport in the world that you have never probably heard of? And the answer is drone racing. Okay, hold the fort. Okay, so where on earth has drone racing come from? Where do they do it? What does it look like? How big are the drones? This isn't quite yet the pod racing out of Star Wars, though it kind of looks like it sometimes. Racing drones tend to be around about this size and about 4 kilos in weight. But there are also mini whoop class, which are like this sort of size and like a few hundred grams, and you can buy one for $20. Drone racing's been around for a long time, but typically with people that could actually build and design and engineer and solder their own drones. It's only now, really in recent years, maybe the last 1 or 2 years, that you can actually buy reasonably inexpensive drone racing kit. Now, this means that more and more people are going to be able to access this sport. I was told a statistic once that drone racing is going to be worth more than Formula One in the next few years. And I was sort of incredulous about this. I was like, how on earth can you possibly scale something that fast? Well, rather than having one great big expensive car, you can have literally millions of not very expensive small racing drones. And so if you think about it with the economy of scale, drone racing is going to be pretty huge. If you match this up with the burgeoning esports that's going on, that's worth literally billions of dollars a year, and target it into people that maybe never have driven a car before or flown a plane, they can all access drones. It may well be even that people that don't have access to fancy computers to take part in esports, they can actually still buy a drone for $20 and have a go at drone racing. So, some people might say, if you are not yet part of or own a drone racing team, it's something that you might want to put on your bucket list. So for me, learning how to fly a drone has been one thing in my life. Haven't yet got to learning how to fly a racing drone yet, so it's definitely on something I want to achieve in the next year. If you could form a drone racing team, where in the world would you like to race? So we've seen drone racing happening everywhere from the Middle East, the big first one that happened in 2015 in the UAE, and it was a 14-year-old British lad that won the $1 million prize. So if you're a parent watching this and your kid likes to play on the computer on drone racing games, you may not want to stop them doing that if a $1 million prize is up for grab. You can also go drone racing in beautiful locations around the world. And we're currently trying to look to see how we can attract some drone racing here in Australia. Watch this space, Australia. But drone racing really, it has a bit of a gender issue, which they're dealing with very proactively. And so the idea is we want more females in the drone industry to start with, but the drone industry around racing really needs some more women and girls involved. So if you're a woman and a girl, or you've got a wife or a daughter or a sister or a mother, get them a drone for Christmas. Get them one of those racing drones and get them involved with drone racing. So if you were to look at where betting might start going, we have people that are, some of these fizzy drink companies that like to sponsor various air races and things like that. They're now getting involved with drone racing. The next stage around it will be things like betting. And as soon as that starts happening, as soon as there's more money interested in the system, you will start seeing drone racing on some of your sports channels, your regular sports channels on your television. So go ahead, have a go, have a try, find a local drone racing team, go along and see what they're up to and get involved in the world's fastest growing sport that now you've definitely heard of.